Hello, in this video, I would like to take a philosophical approach to the environmental issues facing the world today. Now, in science, we see two major things happening. On the one hand, we see the beginnings of space tourism taking shape, and on the other hand, we see the continued degradation of the environment and its severe effects or consequences. Now, these two things are very significant for what they can tell us about the future of the planet. If we just look at space travel, for example, the fact that we are beginning to bring private citizens into the internationally recognized boundary of space shows that we do, in, in fact, have great technological skill. On the other hand, however, the continued burning of the Western United States with no real answer in sight as to how you solve this problem goes to show you that, in fact, solving the problems caused by climate change are in fact harder than rocketry. If you were to ask somebody 50 years ago if this would be the case, they would probably say no. The fact that wildfires continue to burn, and the only thing we can do is employ hotshot crews to try to manage the fires in such a way that they only burn where we want them to burn, shows you the limitations of not only that current management style, but the science that underpins our ability to control our environment. Now, I have nothing against hotshot crews. I think the work they do is admirable. However, to task few individuals with the job of trying to control out of control wildfires is kind of crazy. And the idea that they use such unlimited technology to try to do so goes to show that there is no real hope of suppressing these fires. The only hope is to do their best to make the best out of a terrible situation. If humanity really wants to progress into a new era of scientific achievement, then we must find ways to manipulate our environment, whether that is through cloud seeding to try to get rain to heavy drought areas, or whether that is desalinating salt water so that people have more fresh water to drink, or whether that is something more extreme, such as a solar shield, which would be used to redirect some of the sun's rays, in effect, cooling the planet. All of these things are far out in the distant scientific achievements. But I believe if humanity has any hope of advancing and not going extinct, that hope should not be placed on space exploration for the few. It should be placed on trying to develop ways that we can better artificially manipulate our natural world, kind of in the way that we artificially manipulated our natural world in the burning of fossil fuels to get us to the point of climate crisis we are in now. It is not enough for pioneers in the space race to conjecture and say humanity will live on because we will colonize other areas of space. To me, that is far from a given. It is much more fantastical, in my view, than has any real odds of succeeding. We must try our best to devise ways to manipulate the environment on the planet that we do have.